I'm Heather Clancy at Verge Hawaii with Shalonda Baker, the Associate Professor of Law and Director of Energy Justice for the University of Hawaii Law School. Welcome.
Thank you. It's great to be here.
Okay, so I have to ask, what is energy justice?
Well, it's something that we're all still trying to figure out. And I've been working over the last few years to bring more meaning to the term. As I conceive of it, essentially, it's linking a lot of the historical issues, historical inequities and imbalances, and the communities that experience those imbalances and inequities to the broader policy conversation regarding energy. But it is an umbrella term that captures a lot of complexity. I'm happy to talk about that complexity.
Let me ask you about the current system. Is there a lot of justice in the current system?
That's a really great question. There is justice in pockets. There's justice in
regional pockets, or is that states or regions, or how do you?
I would say in policies, in various policies. So regulators or policymakers may devise policies to redistribute wealth, to bring more balance into a certain situation, or allow more voices to be a part of the dynamic. But as a whole, I would say our system is not that just.
So when you look at the transitioning that's happened in clean energy, right?
Yes.
Moving to solar, moving to, does that provide an opportunity for there to be more justice, or is that a caution sign?
It is a phenomenal opportunity to bring more justice to the table. And that's actually why I formed the Energy Justice Program at the University of Hawaii. I mean, here in Hawaii, as you know, we have been on the forefront of the solar energy revolution. And unfortunately, that revolution has been a little bit imbalanced, and we have an opportunity to introduce policies that allow other communities that traditionally have not participated in the solar revolution, to participate and actually be economically empowered and be empowered to own their own energy. And so the solar revolution in and of itself does provide a phenomenal opportunity, as long as we have policies that are rooted in justice.
So how do you make sure that the right voices are included? You were referring to different communities and different constituents that need to have a voice. How do you make them part of that policy conversation or definition?
It's hard. It's really hard. And there's no tried and true method. It starts by really beating the pavement. And one of the things that I've been working on over the last couple of years is figuring out how to engage communities in that conversation. We've started to design different modules, educational tools that give information about energy policy to communities, so then they can get engaged and excited about what's happening in the state. I think there are other ways that policymakers can begin to engage communities for other settings that give information. It's mainly about education at the start, and then it's about empowering them to actually be involved in the conversation.
Why is Hawaii uniquely poised to be at the forefront of this issue? Is it because of the mandate here, or?
Wow. Well, the mandate is one thing. And the high cost of electricity provides an opportunity. So we know that Hawaii is sort of the canary in the coal mine. I mean, we're seeing the extreme of every possible situation. So high electricity costs, which has led to a high penetration of rooftop solar, which could also lead to greater defections. Once we have batteries coming online, we could see a complete destabilization of the traditional utility model, which we already have seen over the last couple of years. And Hawaii was the first to end the net energy metering program in the country, and then Nevada followed, and we're sort of seeing it be a harbinger of what's to come around the country. But I think the high cost of electricity is the key to providing the sort of stage, or setting the stage for this transition.
And what could the rest of the country learn from Hawaii?
Well, first, Hawaii needs to lead. And we have a strong policy framework with the 100% renewable portfolio standard, with our community-based renewable energy. We're well on the way to 100%. I mean, I know we'll hear from a lot of folks over the next few days talking about what that road looks like. But we still have not been able to sort of activate the community aspects, the community-based renewable energy aspects of that revolution, to ensure that all boats are lifted and that everyone benefits from this transition. So we have an opportunity.
Why hasn't it been activated? I mean, what is it because the right communities haven't been included yet, or is it just because, I don't know?
So
life?
I don't know the perfect answer. I don't have the perfect answer to that, but I do know, based on my experience just in the last few years, that the right voices are not at the table. So we have entrenched interests who are now sort of jockeying for position to stake claim on the energy future in the state, right? Solar companies are becoming the new utilities. The utility doesn't want to lose its foothold in generation. And we have those two interests really at tension and staking claim again to what the future looks like. And no one at the table is really focused on bringing community voices or ensuring that, hey, more of the wealth that will be created and the wealth that will be redistributed and lost by utilities should be redistributed to the communities who are the most vulnerable and most economically disadvantaged in the state.
Well, thank you for speaking up on this issue.
Thank
Appreciate you being here at Verge this week.
Thank you.
And thank you to our audience.